Hey y'all, it's Kadisha and I'm back with another video. You're gonna see me with the same clothes on because I'm making multiple videos and I'm gonna put them on different days. Just FYI. Yes, so we have to have discernment. And this happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was talking to this person and we were actually at church and I was talking to them and they were saying, yeah, if you want this to happen, I don't even want to talk about what they said it was gonna have, but it was not of God. And I just realized, like, people are so comfortable or so blind that we most of the time don't realize that what we're speaking is evil and it's not okay. But the Bible talks about in the last days, evil will be good, will be considered good, and good will be considered evil. And I feel like that we are in that time. And so it's up to us to have the discernment to realize if someone's talking out of their head or not, or against what the word of God says, then you need to refute that, get away from them, and stay, make sure your head is on straight. Because the thing is, and I've talked about this before, my friend, she said nobody's above influence, and that is the thing that we have to remember when we're in cahoots with so many different opinions and perspectives. Because if you get away from what you truly know, you will start to gravitate to things that are of evil, and you won't even realize that you have gravitated over to that side. And I have to check myself, and that's why you have to be so careful with the things that you're listening to, the things that you're watching, because after a while you just become numb to certain things and you don't realize, like, you don't even realize it. It's kind of, my pastor always talks about this, about if you throw if you throw a frog inside of a boiling pot, it'll jump out. However, if you put it in there and you slowly cut up the heat, it will basically cook to death. And we have to think about that when we're watching certain things that goes against what we know is true. We can't think like, oh, I'm not, just because I'm watching this, it's not going to affect me. And yes, it will affect you. And I had to realize that. And it affects our children, because most of the time we're watching these things around our children. I kind of get off on the subject, but it is still to the sense of having discernment and realize that you can be influenced by anything that is around you. And it's up to you to, of course, sit. And I'm talking to Christians, I'm talking to people who read, who read the Bible, people who may not read the Bible that comes on here. That is where my standpoint is. And so that's why I know right from wrong, or that's what I consider right from wrong. If it goes with the Bible, then it's right. If it goes against the Bible, that is wrong. That's what I mean when I say right or wrong. And so it's up to us to have the discernment to say, okay, this does not line up with the word of God, so therefore it is considered bad. And if it's considered bad, then okay, I need to make sure that I am not going down this road to follow it. Because like I said, it's so easy for us to get caught up in the things of this world and the things that are going on around us, and not even be so, it becomes so normalized that it doesn't even affect you in a way that it would if you continue to stay on the path in which you were. I hope this is making sense, because I don't know, I'm getting to a place where I feel like I look around and nobody is having the discernment in which 10 years ago, growing up in high school, like, that was a no, like, no, you don't talk about that, no, you don't do that, but now everything is just, and I don't know, and it's just like, am I the only one who is seeing this? Are other people oblivious? And it's like, no, they're not oblivious, and they've grown up in households where they know the right from wrong, but it's just because it's so in our face all the time, and we're not having the discernment, we're not watching, we're not actually looking at what we're watching and saying, like, no, I don't need to watch this. And that's why it's becoming so normalized, and we're becoming numb to it. And so I just want to encourage you to have the discernment to sit with yourself, to step away from the TV, step away from the phone, social media for a little while, and get in the Bible and read it and look at it and meditate on it, do all those things. Because, and I'm smiling, but I'm so serious, because we don't realize that our children is going to have to grow up in this world that we see that are having, like, no type of, I don't want to say boundaries, but limits, or no type of discipline. Everything goes, and it's just like, that is not okay. That's going to lead us to a place that is not good. And so I just want to encourage everybody to have the discernment and to actually look at what you're watching and realize, hey, this may not be good. So thank y'all so much for watching. And like I always say, a cambio que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.